stepping to some grown man knees. Conversation on some grown man knees. Put your hands up on some grown man knees. We puffing on some grown man knees. We sipping on some grown man knees. We vibing on some grown man knees. We loving on some grown man knees. I know, you know, that you're down with me.
Microphone check, 1, 2. Okay. Is that it? Let's see if our words pop up. Can you hear us? Somebody let us know if you can hear us before we get started, okay? On Facebook land, through Facebook land and YouTube land. Can you hear us?
Black people put land on everything.
I know.
Land, Facebook
You know,
land,
normally I see the wording
radio
come
land,
up. It's not populating,
Disney
so
land.
that makes me feel like they can't hear us. However. You do hear? Okay, great. That's all I want to know. There we go. There we go. Black excellence is key. And I'm serious about this podcast. So I like for it to start appropriately. I like for the people to hear us. We put a lot of work, and effort into this. So it's important to me. So thank you. Cheers.
See what I said, fellas?
You all.
That whole thing was, it's important to me. She didn't say it's important to us. She said
It's important to us.
important to me, which goes right to the point of, as long as she's happy, you try to hold on to your little piece. That's all you get. And
Right.
they already, see how she said right?
No.
And she teaming up, and she got her partner, so she teaming up with me. So, it is what it is.
Okay,
Fellas,
good,
it is what it is.
They can hear us now. All right. Well, welcome to Grown Man Conversations.
Is it, or is it grown
Yeah,
woman
well, you want to
conversation?
play? It's Grown Man Conversations and Grown Woman Conversations. You know?
Just checking. All right.
Yes.
My name is Tonex, and I happen to be one half, I think, of the co-hosting team right here at Grown Man Conversation.
Wow.
And would you like to introduce
Yes,
yourself?
I would. I am the other half of this co-hosting team who likes for things to run right and smoothly. My name is Y Square. Give me some hand claps, too, please. Thank you.
Fellas, tonight I'm on my own. I'm on an island, so pray for me. You see what's going on over here. It's already 2 against 1. It's like a bad game of 21 basketball.
Jackie
It's
says
2
she
on
can
1.
hear us.
Thank you, Jackie. Okay. Bernard, can you pray for me?
Yeah.
Can you pray for me? Because it's one of them nights.
We need
All right.
prayer. Thank you, Angela Neal. Thank you so much.
Oh, boy. In this latest episode of Men versus Women, we will be talking about
Touche.
Right. Great topic for you tonight.
We do.
We are introducing you to one of our favorite things to talk about, black business. And one of my favorite things to see is a black woman handling her business.
Yeah, come on, man.
To this facility. She
I
has
sure have.
been a part of what happens at this facility. So who better than to introduce this powerful sister than another powerful sister? I will play the back.
Oh.
Okay? And I will let the sisters shine, and I will enjoy this melanin that's popping over here.
Come on now.
Yolanda, please introduce our special
I
guest.
sure will. So I know y'all see this beautiful queen in the studio. She is like Tone said, a powerful sister. She is the owner of Flow Hydration and Wellness Spa. And she's in the medical field. She is a nurse practitioner. She is a nurse practitioner. And she is doing some amazing things here in the city of Charlotte. So we're going to let her introduce herself. We're going to let her introduce herself. Tell the people who you are, Miss Veronica.
I was about to say, what are you talking about? But okay, so I'm Veronica. I go by V. I always like to tell people that I'm Grayson's mom. That's my daughter. She's 17. So,
Grayson.
Yeah, right?
I know you're watching.
I wanted the girl to come with me. She wouldn't.
I know you're watching.
But I am a nationally board certified family nurse practitioner. I do own Flow Hydration and Wellness here in Charlotte, where we do 3 tiers of wellness. We have aesthetic wellness to beautify you. We have mental health wellness to make sure so we do IV hydration.
Aesthetic wellness, mental wellness,
Yes.
and health. And you do this IV thing. Okay.
He said this IV thing.
IV hydration.
Yeah,
It's a
because,
thing.
Well, men, you know what I mean? We talking statements, y'all talking questions. So I'm getting ready to flip it because I have a question.
Okay.
What exactly do you do at your facility?
I don't really do anything because I own
'Cause she
it,
the boss.
so I'm never really there.
All right, then.
And claps for that.
I'm just saying. Listen. But what they do is we actually have nationally board certified nurse practitioners that see patients for pain management. Okay. We have registered nurses, of course, that are in there that do IV hydration therapy. I have a full lab within the practice, and I also have our wellness experience coordinator. You all call that a receptionist. We call it an experience coordinator.
All right.
So we have that. We do Botox fillers. We do professional makeup services. So we offer all things wellness, and it's not just you going to the doctor's office. So we try to offer a luxury experience when you come in.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
And I have to say that I got a chance to experience some of those luxury services. I was able to go with the cast of 50 and Fabulous. Shout out to the ladies and shout out to Duchess and Cricket, our executive producers. First of all, the facility is beautiful. When you walk in, it's like an oasis.
Thank you.
You feel very comfortable. You definitely, I got the hydration and a facial. The facial was phenomenal. I got the honey facial, and the products were incredible. I came out of there glowing. And then I also got the hydration drip, the vitamin drip, which was wonderful.
Thank you.
It was a different experience for me, and I actually felt better. I could feel the difference from when I got up. So I really, really enjoyed it. What are you laughing about, Tone?
Because I'm a comedian. And I'm over here listening. And boy, I want to say some stuff. And it would start right where you say, I got a honey facial. But I'm
Here we go. No.
See,
Here we go.
Because
There are several different types of facials.
yes,
Right.
yes, they are.
We don't offer the one you're probably
We're probably talking about,
But-
exactly. But I have the honey facial.
They work too.
Ah,
They
they add protein.
good
Yeah,
for the
to the
skin, ladies.
You know?
You can make a mask.
And the thing, you're so crazy. I want to get back on the services. And the thing about, I know she is.
Listen, you have a libido drip for men too at a certain age to help increase their sexual drive. So I feel you. That's part of wellness. We don't want to talk about that though.
Libido, yes, we can.
We
See,
don't
this is
wanna
grown
talk
men
about
conversations.
that.
We're
Like,
supposed to
What's the
talk
age,
about
though?
that.
Typically, it's about 50 to 56.
Okay.
Because a lot of African American men are on hypertensive medications. They have high blood pressure.
Right.
And so they're on medications to help lower their blood pressure. Well, that also lowers their libido.
Right.
It also causes sometimes erectile dysfunction. But the men don't want to have conversations with people like me. So they
They might
rather.
be a little embarrassed.
A lot of them are, but we try to really make them feel comfortable. But
There's a lot of people who don't play Scrabble on that level of what libido is.
okay.
Would you let them know?
That's
what
your sex
libido
drive.
is?
It's
Your
your
sex drive.
ladies
You know,
and
we want to
gentlemen.
make sure that
Alexa, I knew it was a reason that I liked her when I saw her out there waiting to come on the show. And you know what? Now, I think I'm going to get one. And this is why I'm going to get one. And my wife can attest to this. I'm not going to get one because I need a tune-up with my sex drive engine. I'm going to get one because I'm trying to make her call 911.
Oh,
Because
Lord have mercy.
a man ain't nothing until you make a tap out. Okay? When you see this right here on the dresser, this is what you live for, the tap out, just
See?
like wrestling. So guess what? I use something that's called strongman herb
Yeah.
from Africa.
Okay.
right?
Absolutely.
And
You've
then
heard of
we're
that
gonna
before?
Combine that.
Yes, you know, I just got back from Johannesburg.
Oh.
We're going to combine that with the drip. And
That's
I'm
gonna
going to
be
be a
too much.
Tasmanian devil around
Well,
here.
you know what?
Sis.
He go Cause see, grown women.
Ma'am.
No. Grown women, we don't like all that pressure. I don't care what.
Pressure?
I don't care what Ari Lennox said. We don't want all that pressure, baby. That's gonna get the whole thing shut down.
No, it
I'm just
ain't.
here. I'm just here.
No, it ain't.
See, you done got it off of
I'm
something
just
else.
here.
But she's
No,
helping.
it's serious.
Yeah, because
though,
a
like,
lot of
real.
men don't want to talk about it, but I do.
Yeah.
So I think I
Yeah.
should go get one
Yeah,
and then combine it with the strong man, and boy, look.
yeah.
Well, you know, the conversation truly is because we are a doctor's office, it just doesn't look like it or feel like it when you come in. But everyone in there is a practitioner. So it's just like you seeing your doctor. We prescribe, we treat, we diagnose. There's a difference between, of course.
Julie says, "Quit
Quit
laughing."
laughing.
She's actually one of the ladies from 50 and Fabulous.
Oh.
Julie.
But it's true, though. And so men don't want to have that conversation with me.
Right. And
So-
men, you should. Stop feeling embarrassed about that. That's a part of life.
Right,
I mean, it's just like a car, an older model. There's certain things you have to do
right.
to keep it running smooth. all
Right.
So, look, some of y'all ain't under warranty no more.
I like classics.
Yeah, you know.
Did you hear her?
Ooh,
Okay.
I like classics.
yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a
There's a
class.
difference between a car and a vehicle.
And the vehicle, it sure
And you
is.
single brothers, use the drip to get in. I'm trying to tell you, that's your angle right there.
Right.
See, I'm here for the drip.
Do you have that for the women as well?
We do actually.
So would it be a drip or is it something?
It's still a drip.
It's still a drip. All right.
Yeah, there are amino acids that we use. So IV hydration is basically a replacement for oral vitamins. So instead of you taking 20 vitamins a day, you literally can come in, we mix it in a bag, we give you an IV, you take it, takes you about 30 minutes usually, and then you're out the door. What people don't understand about oral vitamins is that if you have bad malabsorption issues with your gut, which everybody typically does, that's why you have to take them every day.
Okay. Got you. Got you. And how
Why he
often?
laughing?
Don't.
See?
What is it now?
Baby, why are you?
Because
why are
I
you
mean,
doing that?
because that is distracting
but-
when we're talking about something serious, and then you're laughing,
It was
and no
just
one
like-
knows what you're laughing
Because
about.
She just kept saying the oral thing, and I was like,
And there
hey,
you go again.
Yeah.
It is not the
Well,
comedy show yet. It is not laughing up
Listen,
Thursday
it
yet.
is what it is. You know, we talk about vaginal moisture. We talk about the fact
Yes.
that sometimes the penis isn't as hard as the erection used to be.
See?
Yeah,
Wow.
all of those things. I mean, we have to have the conversation.
We absolutely have to.
Or
That's-
you end up having issues. And
That's
people aren't
great.
happy in their relationships. And so,
That's true. That's
listen,
very
sexual frustration is a real thing. Ask me how I know.
and I tell you so, used to be my girl, my.
It is. It
Well.
is.
I know, right?
You
But
started
okay.
it.
I
Miss.
did.
How do we get on that
I usually
topic?
finish it, though.
Yeah.
Get your drip. I tell you, get your oil change.
Yes,
Absolutely.
get your
Yolanda, what
drip.
is it that, of course, you told us about what you have, but what is it that you really liked about it? Besides, you said how it looked like an oasis, the professionalism, but what is it about the procedures that you got? What is it that you really liked about it?
Well, it was the services. I immediately felt great. And maybe it was because I never had the vitamin drip before. I do take vitamins, natural stuff at home. But when I took this, I could immediately taste it on the back of my tongue. Yep. Some of the other ladies didn't have that experience, but I got that experience. And I really felt better. I felt more vibrant, alive.
And it doesn't have to go through your gut.
Right.
It's 100% absorption
in your bloodstream. It went right to my bloodstream. Yeah. So, I was very satisfied with the results. And some of the ladies got Botox. So, tell me about Botox. Because, sometimes... in the black community, I was scared. It's the others that made me scared of it because I've seen, how certain people... Yeah, I've seen certain people... The dominant society have Botox. And it looks crazy. They look like the Joker.
Dominant society or whatever.
But there's a technique to it.
They do.
Right, and that's the point, right? They're overdoing it.
I do what I like, so I do just enough. Mm-hmm. But, it was because I make expressions with my face, and I don't all the time want you to know what I'm thinking, and sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, I make a lot of it. I might need me some Botox.
No.
It relaxes your muscles so that you can't, do this. When people say something crazy to you, you want to, and you can just...
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm thinking something completely different, but what you're getting from me is...
I need to spell. You might want me to get that because sometimes you say my facial expressions.
Oh yeah, but I don't know.
But it's fillers where it can fill in lines.
So you might
There are a lot of men that get
Botox. You said
What you don't do is you don't jump. You don't throw me out the window. Tell me, so you might want. You let me decide what I want to do.
But you said
out there like that. You heard of Ms. V? So Joan, you might want to get them lines off your face like I look like a puppet. Like when you how the puppets do.
I didn't say all that.
I was like, I didn't hear that. We do. We can fill in the lines.
Yes. Yolanda,
Baby, I'm being encouraging. I do know. I know that. But I went to the spot
I love it, though.
and I experienced
So I don't do a lot of advertising. This is our advertising.
Yes. Our walking advertisement.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fellas, I'm going to get...
Make sure you talk through the mic, baby.
I'm going to get a drip for my libido, and I'm going to get some filler.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm coming up out of this.
Would you like a facial as well?
Yes.
Okay. We can do...
I'm on your team. So why are you looking at me like that? I'm encouraging you.
Because first of all,
it's not saying that
I've been on this earth long enough where I can answer things for myself. Like
I just wanted to agree that the experience.
Me, you didn't even let me answer. You jumped to the mic. She said, "So, would you like a facial too?" Yes.
I wanted you to experience it. Yeah.
Can I do it? Yes, Ms. B.
It is absolutely an experience.
I like facial too.
It's an experience.
I'm coming in, fellas. I'm getting the 3-step program. I'm getting the libido drip. I'm getting the line filler, and I'm getting the facial. Okay, and I'm coming up out of there looking like Denzel.
I know that's right,
that's
baby.
What you need to understand.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We can set up a little date night for y'all.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm. We can do that.
I'd like to first just go by myself.
Oh.
That is
and
your
then
preference.
we do the date night, Yolanda. You went by yourself.
Because I was invited to it. I'm turning you on to it, though. So that way we can go together. I was invited. You didn't go when I went. That was the 50 and Fabulous crew.
Because I don't like the way you face it. Right?
Am I looking at you crazy?
I think you do need it relaxed. Okay.
You so crazy.
You do. What? You told us some of the benefits of Botox, right? Yes. Now, is it just in the face where people get Botox? Or
you can do it under your arms.
Now, what's the
why would they do that?
Because a lot of people have excessive sweating. So Botox will relax those muscles, right? Or migraines, your temples. So yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. I was today years old.
No, not with Botox. Not with Botox. But we can, hey, we offer medical massages as well. So you can get a massage while you're there for reflexology.
Yolanda, did you get a massage?
No, I did not get a massage. I didn't even realize that was one of the services that was there. So definitely have to try that out too.
There's a lot under this roof.
There is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot under this roof. And it all sounds like it is quality.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you can
tell.
It's
cash only. I don't take insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And for all of those of you who laugh and be talking under your breath.
Right.
I tell you that I'm studying and I'm gazelle focused with the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover philosophy. Now how you feel? Because see, you can't bring that little credit card in there. can't bring that debit card. She said cash. And what did Dave Ramsey say? He said, if you are a business,
Make sure you talk to
and
the
I
mic.
can't spend cash, then you are a business that I do not need to deal with. You see, y'all going to start listening to me around here. That's what you're going to start doing. You're going to the ATM and get your money out, all right? Because you're going there with that card, your feelings going to get hurt. So go ahead and get your cash. Cash is king over here. And go ahead and get your services. And I can appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Pull out my little money clip,
I've been in
make me feel
healthcare
good about
for
myself.
23 years.
Oh, wow.
It is because of big insurance companies. They dictate what I can prescribe, what I can't. And so if I don't deal with them, I basically can treat the patient like they need to be treated. Now how someone is dictating how I treat them. That's the difference. And that's
Excellent.
the flex.
I like
That's
that. I
some
like
good
that.
comments popping up on
We
the
do. So we have Sanju Williams. She said your expectations are meant to speak when you really don't know what to say, but I'm interested. I have extreme headaches. So the Botox, could the Botox help her with the headaches?
Possibly it could, but she has to have a true diagnosis of a migraine. So you could have, there are several different types of headaches. It could be a cluster headache. It could be a cerebral, I'm not going to get all to the technical terms, but there are
love
different
that.
types of headaches that you can have. So it doesn't necessarily mean that your headache is a migraine. So you would need to go to your PCP and get a true diagnosis before you came to the wellness center looking for alternative treatments.
So is a migraine when all those types of different headaches are going on at one time? Is that why you feel so?
It could be that in addition to you're nauseous, in addition to vertigo because your balance, your gait's off, you're dizzy. So there's several different types of categories of migraines. Some are hormonal, right? Some, again, depends on what your aura is, meaning what sets you off. Could be light or photosensitivity, those types of things. So it just kind of depends.
Oh, wow.
Does stress have something to do with it?
Oh, absolutely. 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 Frontal headaches typically are all stress induced.
When it's right here.
Yep. And people think it's a sinus headache, not necessarily.
See, that's what I was getting when we first started Ramadan. When I was fasting. Get those headaches right there, that frontal. Was because of that. No, I don't have that. That was that.
Well, that probably was your body detoxing.
Okay then, Ms.
I
B,
mean, just-
talk about it. I was
Well, sugar.
No,
Oh,
that's,
no,
yeah,
no,
you can
man,
say
I'm sorry.
conversations. You can say
Yeah.
what the
You make
hell.
another one of them, you be saying something
Listen.
better.
I know, right?
Jumps in here.
Can I have a little bit of that?
But
As a matter
yeah,
of fact.
so a lot of that is when you cut those things off cold turkey, your body basically doesn't know what's going on. And so you'll have, the headaches, so you'll be really irritable, you're tired, those types of things. So it just kind of really depends. And a lot of people don't go to the doctor on a regular basis, so they have no idea
what's really
what is
going
happening.
on. Yeah.
Right. So, people come in and they see all the luxurious things, and I'm like, it really is a doctor's office.
I
And
was
we really
gonna-
can run an EKG if you pass out, we got you. So yeah.
And that was the next thing I was going to go into, that it really is a doctor's office. You have these
Yeah.
luxury services, and it does have a spa-like atmosphere and feel, but it is a doctor's office. One of the ladies, when we were there, she was about to get a drip, but her blood pressure was too high. And so they were taking her blood pressure several times and was like, sis, you might be walking around, you know what I'm saying, and could have had a stroke. It was that high. And they chose not to give her the drip because they knew that wasn't. So everyone who was on staff, from Corey, and I can't remember the other ladies there because Corey was one of the ones who was there when we were
Corey
taping.
was the practice manager, but everybody in there that actually sees a patient is a board-certified family nurse practitioner, meaning we diagnose, we treat, we write prescriptions, we do the same thing that your primary care doctor does. We do that. And there's a registered nurse there. Again, lab tech, full lab, like the 9 we have.
And this is how you change the narrative, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a philosophy and a saying that a lot of you say under your breath, but I'll say it loud. You believe the white man's ice is always colder. All right? Your family could be telling you for years that you need to stop eating that pork and so much of it at Thanksgiving, but y'all let Big Mama still get a plate of that pork, and her ankles have swollen up in them house shoes, and y'all act like y'all don't see that. But then when she goes to see the doctor, and he tells her the same exact information that we've been trying to convey for years, now she's a steward of her health, and she has to stop eating pork. This is how you change the narrative on healthcare. If you take 2 boxes, and one of them got aluminum foil and one of them is gift wrapped beautifully, which one do you think you're more prone to go open first? The one that's gift wrapped more beautiful. You know why? Because of presentation. When I listened to her speak and I listened to Yolanda, the first thing Yolanda said was, when she walked in, how it looked like an oasis. That is presentation. That will help you get over that hump and that stereotype about doctors and nurses and going to see the doctor, where you can go somewhere and you don't even know
Right.
in your mind that this is a traditional doctor's office setting, but it is. Everybody professionally trained, everybody professional, it's top quality, and the cherry on top, they look like you.
Yes.
That part.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
I am one who believes if it's a myth, if it's just me being me, so be it. But I believe that if they look like you in the health field, they are more prone to take better care of you because they can relate.
And we do.
You understand what I'm saying?
I was going to ask you that. So the ladies that work there, you can tell you were very particular about who you pulled into to be a part of this flow movement.
Absolutely.
Are these ladies that you knew when you were nursing and just, you know?
No. I actually, I've owned another business before, before I opened up my own practice. And so I don't think you were there, but my anesthesiologist is also on staff, and she's African American as well.
Wow.
But I just knew that coming out of our regular healthcare system, where there was nobody who looked like me doing what I did, I knew that I had to create a space for us. The issue, though, is 95% of my clientele doesn't look like me.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they come in there and take advantage of all the services.
No, why do you think? Why do you think we're not coming in to support a business like you?
One, because we don't think we can afford it. We think that luxury is for the rich and famous, and they don't think of healthcare and luxury in the same sentence at all. And then the second reason is that we're not educated. That's the sad part. We're not. I've been doing this for 23 years, and the healthcare disparities among our people is horrible. That's why we have higher incidences of diabetes, sugar.
Yeah.
For those who sugar diabetes, right? It's not just diabetes; it's sugar diabetes,
right.
Or high blood pressure. We have issues with our livers because of what we're eating, and I've always been a big girl. I used to be almost 300 pounds, and so what I had to do is become a product of my product. So I had to lose weight. I had to become more healthy so that I could talk to my patients and say, "I used to be you."
Yeah.
I ate fried fat sandwiches, so I get it. I get it. Like, I get it. I get it. I grew up in the country. I'm a country girl. You eat everything on your plate.
Right.
And so we take that mentality coupled with stress of trying to work 2 jobs, raise the kids, go to school, be in church, be all these things, and we put ourselves on the back burner.
Right.
And so what suffers is our health. So even when I was working in the ER, if I had, someone who looked like me to come in, I gave them more time. I gave them more attention. I educated them more. If you want to call it favoritism, you can. I really didn't care. But I knew that once they left me, they may not ever get the opportunity for someone to sit down and talk to them and explain to them why they got to take their pills every day.
Right.
But the other part is they can't afford it.
Yeah.
And that's not favoritism. That's empathy, which is something that a lot of people don't have towards other people.
Oh, absolutely.
Even themselves, because your health is your wealth.
Your wealth.
There's something in us that we all should strive to want to be better when it comes to our health. But traditional ways of thinking, trained in our way of thinking, especially when you talk about eating. Dick Gregory said that the top 5 destroyers of health in the black community, top 5 chronic illnesses, could all be controlled by proper rest and sleep, proper diet, proper exercise, hydration, which is drinking water. And they're small things, but for some reason they are things that collectively in our community we avoid. Okay? And we do the total opposite. And we still have that stereotype of not wanting to go to see the doctor. I don't care how it's presented. Once you find out that this is a doctor, oh no, we don't. We like the people who something happened to the dog and you tell them to go in the backyard to eat grass, and you won't take him to the vet.
That part,
you just
right?
tell him to eat the grass, he'll
Exactly.
be better. And black people, listen, ginger ale and Robitussin
Does not heal it.
Heal everything.
That part.
Okay, you can't just get a ginger ale and you be all right. So
Right.
No.
I would advise you. Well, I wouldn't advise you. I would encourage you
Yeah.
to take advantage of places like this, because for the most part and for a long period of time, you couldn't
Take
go
advantage.
because the upscale definitely
Was-
would not mean you. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
now it does.
Yeah.
So I would be running to this spot right here.
Yeah.
And fellas, did you hear her say it's all female staff?
Ah!
You're missing some things over here. Pay attention when Miss B is talking. I be running in there. Okay? And again, you are supporting black business. And there's nothing wrong with that. We support everybody else's business. You are supporting black business. And this is in the health field. So
Yeah.
that's something a lot of times that's unheard of.
But I like to say, before I'm a black business, I am a great business.
Okay.
I'm a black business, I lean into making sure that my patients are taken care of.
Period.
Because people don't just drop dead. People think they do. Like, oh, no. Your body at some point gave you a sign, a symptom, a something, and you ignored it. That's why people wake up dead. That's what we say in the ER.
She said, wake up.
Wake up, Dad.
But it's
You know that's gonna be a
because
bad day.
you have taken so much on. You have felt bad for so long. You don't remember what it is to feel good.
Good.
So as you're moving through life and you have an ache or a pain here, you keep going because we were taught to be strong, keep it moving. Well, sometimes you got to stop and listen to your body. Let's figure out what's really happening so that you don't wake up dead one morning.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And in the words of Halle Berry and Monsters Ball, some of y'all just need to feel good. See, Miss B is just trying to make y'all
Feel good.
Okay? Yolanda, you got comments? I know I got some over here.
Yeah, I mean, they were basically just in agreement with what she's saying, and several people are saying Black excellence is in the building. What's up, Gregory Jackson? Thank you for joining the show. He said he is, what's up, greatness? He's live. He lives in D.C., and so he is there. Jackie McKenzie is on the
Some of my
line. What's up,
students are in
Jackie?
DC. Some of my students, I teach IV hydration across the country.
Oh, okay.
And even in South Africa and
Okay.
Ghana. And so if he's in D.C., some of my students actually own a practice like mine in D.C., so he can get this type
Oh,
of treatment.
nice.
Wow, that is
Nice.
awesome. So you are going around. So you how long, first of all, has Flow been open? You open?
Well, before the pandemic, I had 4 locations. And
Uh-huh.
so after pandemic, of course, we just combined everything. It just made sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been in this particular location for a year and a half.
Okay.
But in business doing this about 7 years.
Excellent.
So it's not anything new. People just didn't know.
That you existed or
Yeah.
it existed.
Exactly.
Where's it located?
We're on Mallard Creek, 10400 Mallard Creek. So we're in the corner of Mallard Creek and Prosperity.
And I know where it is because I dropped it.
Yes, he did. He
So
took
yeah,
me
and I
there.
put it there for a reason. I live in South Charlotte, but I put it on that particular side of town for a reason. I want
Yeah.
to reach that demographic.
Yeah.
There's nothing else like. Well, I'm the only Black-owned pain management practice in Charlotte. Number 1, but number 2, there's nobody or no business offering what I offer on that side of town.
Y'all hear
You gotta
that?
go to
Hand
South
claps
Side,
for that.
You gotta,
Now,
Oh yeah.
Lyles, my nephew on Instagram, he says no male doctors. No, he says no male staff. He said, well, suppose a guy wants a male doctor.
We would have to refer.
You would have to get referred.
Yeah.
Okay? But what you're not going to do is mess up my Botox, my libido, and my facial. Because I'm in there.
Right.
Okay?
And you do have male clients to come in, right?
Oh gosh, yes, yes, and they be yes.
More males than females, or is it about even?
It's a mixture, but we have plenty of males come in,
They're
especially
ecstatic
the
when they come
guys
in.
who work out all the time. That demographic is they in
Then
there.
You said you have, you said you had the dominant society coming in. So listen, when they come in there and see all that chocolate,
And
They
melanin,
like it.
they're in the oasis.
Oh,
yes,
like it.
of
well,
course.
we know that.
They like it. They like it.
Since time began, they've been
They
like
like
it.
it.
Okay, so
Right.
yeah, they be like, they cut their phone off when they come in there. Their wife better not
They
call them
like
while they
it.
in there.
Right.
They
That
like
Willy
it.
Wonka, the chocolate factory. No.
And you have to look the part, right?
Yeah.
It's a wellness center, so we make sure that the staff looks appropriate.
Yeah, they have on
So
scrubs and the
they're
white
beautiful.
jackets. Yeah, and they're beautiful
and
too.
they're
So
beautiful.
you definitely feel very well taken care of there. Now back to you going around the country teaching.
Yes, yes. So about 4 years ago, I realized that what I'm doing makes a lot of money. And so the nurses typically do the work, but most of the physicians were benefiting from it. So I was like, oh, let's flip the script. Since I'm doing this, let me show the nurses how to incorporate this and open their own businesses. So to date, I've trained almost 2,500 nurses. So that Viva MP on Instagram is the brand that I created. And so I have a day in Atlanta called Viva MP Day, September 25th, 2021 was the day that City of Atlanta gave me Viva MP Day.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so I'm starting to like get all this attention. I'm like, I'm just teaching them how to do what I did.
Right.
So I'll help you create a multi-million-dollar business, and this is how I did it.
And that is creating generational wealth
Oh,
for
gosh,
these
yes.
families and for our communities and the
Creating
people can-
jobs and
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also
Absolutely.
creating blessings for you in the form of, we are here to serve.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you are providing a service, and you are well invested into the community and your fellow man. And so incorporating instructions with health, which goes into longevity,
Yes.
is great service. So
Yes.
You definitely should do it.
I appreciate that. It's hard work, but I appreciate it.
I was going to say, I'm sure it's very, very hard work. How do you do it as a single mom? How do you stay encouraged to do it? How do you continue to motivate without losing yourself in the midst of it? You know?
So I wasn't always single. I was married for 20 years. My first business, my former husband and I did together. I was clinical. Of course, he did the finances and management. He came from corporate to do that. So we grew this, $5 million business. And then 2008 came around, right? So we lost it all. The recession hit, President Obama did not do any favors to small businesses, especially small minority businesses when he came into office. And so we had to make some changes. And unfortunately, those changes caused us to have to file bankruptcy, and we lost everything. I had just built this $2 million house and all these things. And the stress of that really impacted my marriage. I'm no longer married. But I went into this fight or flight kind of thing. And so my focus was, at the time we had a small child. I'm like, I got to take care of her. And how does a black woman tell her black husband, baby, I got to lay you off?
Right.
Right? And so that really affected our relationship. And so I just really just kind of, head down, did the work. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take care of us because I couldn't take care of me.
Right.
So which is why the mental health part of what I do is so important, especially for women, because we think we have to be strong and, do all the things and have all the answers. And I didn't have all the answers. And I really thought that I didn't realize that I would be here at this point if I hadn't stopped. And just really got some help, like went to therapy, and because people just like, oh, pray about it. I'm like, and then what?
Right. It's
Like,
deeper than prayer. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Action
can't pray
work.
everything away.
Exactly. So I had to do the work. I was on anxiety medication, so I was taking Lexapro, and it wasn't working because I didn't like the way it made me feel. I felt like I was trying to catch up with myself all the time. That didn't work. I started not sleeping. So I was taking shots of gin every night to go to sleep. And here I am, a healthcare provider. Like, I'm Dr. V. And so Dr. V can't do that because I already know. And then my history of my family, alcohol abuse runs rampant. So I'm like, girl, you can't keep doing this. Like, what's happening? So I literally had to just kind of look at plant-based medicine, right? And I started doing some homeopathic kind of remedies and really just kind of focusing on inside, what was going on with me inside to figure out how I could change all the things. And just honestly, after doing that and just realizing that, affirmations work for me, meditation worked for me, high hydration worked for me, and being able to really surround myself around people who would support me. I had to get rid of people.
Yeah.
They were killing me.
Yeah.
Like I literally had to get rid of people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and so I started doing energy work, right?
Did you do plant medicine?
Yes,
said
still
the
do.
Which plant medicine?
Which one?
Which one do you want?
Well, because
Oh,
I'm going
yes.
to Costa Rica.
I just got, what?
I'm going to Rhythmia.
Oh, no, I haven't. But
And I'm going to do ayahuasca, 4 ceremonies.
can I go? When you leaving? When you leaving?
Probably in November because that's my birthday,
Birthday.
month.
Oh,
And
like I travel all the time.
probably in November.
When you are sure about the dates, please let me know.
And this
Please
journey-
let me know.
Well, this is a journey, and she could tell you, this journey has been something been calling me for over 3 years, and I was really going before. Then the pandemic happened.
Do you do Qigong?
This is
We got to talk.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
how I'm being introduced. I'm being introduced to it, and I'm going here because of how it's set up. If you were familiar with Jared Powell and the gentleman that's off of The Secret, Michael Beckwith, he's one of the instructors over there. And so it's 7 days, classes, breath work,
Cleansing,
organic
all of-
meals,
yes.
and then you have the 4 ceremonies. So yeah,
We should talk. When I can't have this conversation with a lot of my colleagues because they don't get it. And then they're all like, oh my God, how are you so, how did you get here? Part of that is how I got here.
I was gonna ask you
That's
that.
part of
when
how I
you-
got here because people are like, oh my God, you went, like literally had absolutely nothing. But I had to take care of my daughter, so I had to figure it out. But that has truly helped me grow as a person. And I can't, you make me become emotional because people, when you talk about it, people are just looking at you like they don't understand.
I get that. I get it too.
So-
You can't talk to everyone
Everybody
about
about
it, and it's just like once you do it and you come back,
Yep. Yep.
some people that you were around before you left, you won't be able to be around when you get back.
Which is why I said what I said about I had to get rid of people.
And I tell her all
Yeah.
the time, this is going to be the best experience for me. It's a lot of work. 10 years of therapy in one night. You're doing 4 ceremonies. But to be better for myself, but better for her, way better than I am now. For the kids, way better. Because I have such better insight on me and be able to see me in
Did you hear what I said? I had to go inside.
Yeah, and shadow work is the hardest thing to do. because
what?
You have to face all of those fears. They come right here.
And they don't move.
No,
They do not move.
No.
That's the thing. People think you can. I'm like,
no, you stay in it.
you can't. No, you
Stay
can't
in
wish
it.
it away.
You stay in it.
You can't. You have to go through it.
Stay
That's
in
the
it.
thing. And I tell people, you go halfway through the forest before you start coming out. You go halfway through crisis before you start coming out. That you have
Right.
to go all the way through.
Right.
And people
it'll
don't
sit
get
you
it.
there until it's ready for you to come out.
And that's a hard seat.
So what
It's a hard seat.
what plant medicine did you do?
A lot.
A lot. Got you.
She might have did this and that, maybe a little.
This and that. A lot of this and that.
I first was going to do Iboga, but Iboga
Is the
a
deep
step.
one, the hard one,
I
right?
showed Yolanda
But-
Iboga, and Yolanda immediately said no. Because Iboga is what got Jared Powell to open up the facility.
Rhythmia.
Because, and this is where you lose people. But me and you, and she, because she's been watching me do it, but me and you get it. The moon told Jared Powell everything. He wrote a book, Shit the Moon Said. The moon gave him a new heart, reached in, took out his old one,
All right. Washed
cleaned
it off.
washed it, put his new one in. When he got back home, everybody was like, what happened to you? The moon told him where he would buy the facility, how big it was, how much he would pay for it, what he would do. You will introduce the world to plant medicine, and you would do it in Costa Rica, and that's how Rhythmia started.
So let me tell you the practice that I have started out with just this one, just pain management. I bought a multi-million-dollar practice for $10,000. And I have never said that in public to
Yes.
anyone, but I'm telling you because you will get it.
And that was a
So when
part
I
of the
say-
journey.
Yes. That's why I'm like, yeah, it'll, okay. the door opens, I walk through it. People always say plan. I don't have one. I don't. I don't have a plan. So
Because, the universe, you really understand how it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not just cliches and, oh, yeah, the law of attraction, you attract what
It's
you
not
Right,
just
it's deeper than
trendy.
that.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
just the in
You've
thing to
seen
do.
It's a deeper work.
And like
Yeah.
they say, once you see it, you can't unsee
You can't.
what you saw.
So yeah, which is why I'm still single. Because, yeah, nah.
Such a great platform.
It is.
But I miss this though, the communing of souls.
Yeah.
You don't get this, which is probably why it took me so long to get here. We've been trying to do this for how long?
A couple of weeks now.
I'm like,
couple
I'm in
weeks.
South Africa. I'm in,
Yes. But you were finally here, and this was meant to be.
yeah,
And that's how it happens.
exactly. Exactly.
Because there are no coincidences.
No, I believe
And
that.
then, first of all, for you to be able to tap into anybody that you can talk to like that, and they get it, that's
Right
a
off the
divine
gate.
sign. Because you can't get that.
And not only-
you've seen me try to talk about it at the house, and people be like,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, nothing, never mind.
Right, you can tell those who are, like you said, get it and who understand it, and also living proof of that it works.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I'm
being able
47,
to see.
So I'm not like some 85-year-old shriveled up, lady. No,
Right.
like I live life. I really do. But I live it understanding now how I show up in the world and what is meant for me as in purpose work. I get it.
And the things you thought that meant so much
Don't.
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 No.
But you know it does.
Yes.
Because that shadow work showed you.
Yeah.
You know what does.
Yeah.
I love it. So there's a comment up here. Sanji Williams, she says, I truly appreciate you. Does this mean that a total alkaline diet can also help control the level of pain in our diet, as well as discontinue processed foods
Okay, so let's talk about the discontinuing processed foods.
and meats?
You got to be ready for that. Like you got to be, because your body's going to go through a
shock?
that and a metamorphosis. So you have to be ready for that. A lot of people think it's easy. It's not, because you're addicted to it. You're addicted to the steroids. You're addicted to the sugar. You're addicted to the fat. You're addicted to all the things that we put in. I literally just spent a month in South Africa. They don't eat like we do.
No.
Like it is not. So even for me, and people think I eat a lot because I'm a thick girl. I don't, but because of the way I've eaten for almost 40 plus years, it takes time to shed, and you got to figure out what's what. And so I had COVID last year and almost died. Literally almost took me out.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't remember my name. I couldn't write. It was really, really bad. Couldn't breathe. And so I had to have a procedure done in this past December. I had COVID from, April, because I went to Mexico. And so I came back and I was sick, but then I ended up with COVID pneumonia. So in the hospital, and then I was isolated for 9 weeks because of the pneumonia. But what was downloaded in the time, because I don't watch TV, which is why I hadn't heard of the show. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
But you have to kind of go through things. So I had changed my diet during that time because I really wasn't eating. And you would think I would have lost all this weight, but I didn't. So I kept gaining weight, but it was because my liver was fatty. My kidneys were being challenged. So it was all these other things that go on. And people think, if I just change this, I won't be hurting. If I just change, and it's not that. You literally have to do a head-to-toe assessment. We got to go through every system and see if every system is working as it should. And the only way to do that is to, one, be patient with yourself, because a lot of people want it to happen overnight and it doesn't. And then two, really learn what's in the food. We just want to cut stuff out, but you can't just cut everything out. You got to figure out, what part of the white bread is actually good for you, or what wheat you can. So it's so many different things. So I would say to actually go to a nutritionist, go to a dietitian, get some lab work. Let's see what your kidney and liver function is. You got to start and kind of build a history, right? So you have a baseline, you know where to start. Don't just start cutting stuff out, because again, if you're deficient in minerals and vitamins, it's going to cause something else. So you can't do that. So you just got to have to, lay out a plan. I hope you have a primary care doctor. I hope you can, get lab work, and then really just look at taking away one thing at a time and doing it that way and having a true plan. So alkaline is great, but alkaline is not 100% all the way. You got to figure out what's going on with you.
Yeah.
Shouldn't drink it every day. And here's a cheat code for you, like my son has for Fortnite.
Not Fortnite.
Yeah, with them damn V-Bucks. With your practitioner and your doctor and your dietitian and your nutritionist. Check in on what Dr. Sebi says. Okay, just go to YouTube for free and just check in and listen and just see what Dr. Sebi has to say and look at Dr. Sebi's food list. And
it's real
see,
basic.
Yeah, and see how that works for you. Because me and Yolanda, we stopped meat. It's going on 4 years now. And we basically did away with the processed food. And it's like she says, if you think that you can just do away with processed food overnight, you just wake up one day and say, yeah, I ain't messing with it no more.
You will be sick.
Right.
No. You have to educate yourself first of all.
Yeah.
And every time you go in that supermarket, guess what you see? I always joke with Yolanda. I say they put the cute girls right in your face. Little girls ain't hardly got no dress on. They got heels on like they're in the club. They want you to buy them a drink. That's all them processed foods. I say, but the natural girls, ain't nobody hollering at them.
In the back.
They're on the side. And I say, Yolanda, I'm going in and talk to them because ain't nobody talking to them. Ain't nobody giving them no attention. So it's really a journey, and it takes discipline.
Oh, gosh,
and
yes.
consistency. Because
That's
it's easy
key.
to go back. And then you start finding out here go one for you. Go on Netflix and watch What the Health.
Don't do it. They ain't ready.
Go on
Right.
They ain't ready.
Go on Netflix and watch What the Health. And what me and Yolanda always say, if you can watch the section where they talk about the hog, and after watching that, if you can go to Publix and be like, let me get a pack of these sausage links, don't you never talk about COVID or nothing else because you gonna live through everything. You don't even fear death if you can do that right there. But just go watch it. It's something good. It's just good information.
Even the part where it shows that there is a tumor or there is cancer within
In the meat.
and they cut it off and then wrap it up and stick it back out there to be sold.
Right.
What about when they took the needle and put it in the hog leg?
Oh,
And
Lord.
pus came out.
And they were just getting that out so they could still continue to process it.
Absolutely.
I said, all right, then.
Yep,
Go government.
Right.
that part.
Go ahead. And then they killed me, though, when they started talking about the salmon. I told Yolanda,
Well, it's
not
big pharma,
now they
though.
trying to kill me.
But it's big pharma, so you have to understand where the motivation and as a healthcare provider, where it comes from. So big pharma is in everything. And I said big pharma, I'm talking about pharmaceutical companies.
Pharmaceuticals, yeah.
It's in everything. The food, the way we grow it, the pesticides, all of it. Because then they can
That's
go
that
create.
It's
There you
that
go.
money. And then
Yeah.
they start talking about, yeah, we got watermelons with no seeds. No, thank you.
Right.
No, thank you. With that little GMO, that little lab, no, thank you. I
And then
I don't want a tomato.
And they
That's
do those
big.
things to keep you on the pharmaceutical
Absolutely.
drugs.
Because now we can create a drug to help you with what we gave you to cause the thing anyway. But yeah, absolutely. But a drug causes something else, and I tell people that all the time. So you should, vitamin-based is where it's at.
Is where it's at.
Vitamin-based is where it's at. So
Your grandmama used to have that garden, and you saw up and down them greens and them everything was better coming out that ground. Your grandmama made. Your grandmama introduced you to the original vegetable plate, and meat was a luxury back in the day.
Oh,
you wasn't doing that all
you
the
better.
time.
Right.
It was a luxury.
Right.
Got a little extra
Right.
money
Hello?
and
That
bought home
part.
some meat. You was like, oh, we got chicken tonight. That wasn't every night. Grandmama hit you with that vegetable plate, and that's where it started. Then we got away from that because ain't nobody now. What garden? What we planting? We ain't nobody planting no garden. So you got to put your trust in
I
the
grew up on a
supermarket.
farm with my grandparents, so we had hogs, we had chickens.
But
You know, we
were
had the
raising
garden.
them, you were feeding them
Yeah,
yourself.
so that's different. You know what's in the meat.
Not
Right.
The government feeding them and then
Exactly.
about getting them bigger, quicker. Then we're gonna put them out here on the market. And then I tell people, you can wash it in the sink and soak it all day long. But you can't get what's on the inside out.
Right.
And that
Is what's
going
important.
into you. You be like,
Absolutely.
how old is that girl with a 36C chest and all that
Come
butt
on now.
and them hips? Oh, she's 13. Okay then.
And that's why they say you are what you eat. Because it ends up, look at you. Does that mean you me? I mean,
see how
I,
they- you see,
now
y'all
look
see
at
what they
you.
doing.
Because
now
you-
look at
doing,
you
right?
though. You see
You
what
see
I
what they
mean? You
doing.
gonna say, look at me, but you tell her, so are you me?
right.
Boy,
Well, you looking and smiling.
Are hilarious.
Right.
That's why when they first told me about being vegan, and my guy Maratha was like, Tone, you know, really what it boils down to is you can't eat nothing with a face. And I said,
But that's true though.
no.
But
I
no,
said,
listen to
I
the
said, wait a
comedian
minute.
part of him, though.
I said, you can't eat nothing with a face. He said, Tone, nothing with a face. I said, well,
That's
I'm
digestible.
I'm gonna tell you right,
Right.
now.
That's
digestible.
the part. That
I'll tell you
part.
right now, I'm not. You're gonna have to put me in the vegan reserve 1 weekend out the month, 2 weeks out the year, because I'm not going. Boy, look, unless I put a paper bag on the head. Okay.
Y'all hear
And I
this?
got to breathe. I need to be able to breathe.
'Cause look at you adding to
Listen.
it. You ain't no better than me.
Yeah.
Communication, sex, and
CSM.
You understand me? That does not stand for Mecklenburg County School.
Right.
Let she tell you what it is.
Right.
Tonight, communication, sex, and money, ladies and gentlemen. 3 things.
Communication, money, and
That's gonna
sex.
save the world. That's my plan.
Yes,
if
it
anybody
is.
ever asked me, Tony, you have a plan that can save the world? Communication, sex, and money. Next question. Hey, that boy came prepared. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Look.
Right.
I done shut the
Right.
city council meeting down in here with that answer.
What they
How
say.
much time we
Oh
got?
yeah, hug a tree.
So we got Nathaniel Morrison. He says this is good. That's why I built a chicken coop with my 6-year-old. I just planted our garden as well.
Oh, that's dope.
Excellent.
nice.
You
Yeah,
feeding it
Excellent.
yourself, that's different. And speaking of chicken coop, they're not in the South End anymore.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Okay, and I wouldn't be either. if Somebody gave me 30 million.
Right. To move.
Is that what it was?
Oh, baby. And I believe that's the low end.
that what
Yeah,
it
it was. I think it was like
just talking-
38.
I didn't even know. If I was talking to myself.
Yeah,
The
it
song,
was in the high
I don't know
30s.
what it was.
In the high
I've been
30s.
gone too, though.
Baby.
I wouldn't even. First of all, I wouldn't have gave.
I wouldn't have gave you the 2 weeks
Yeah,
notice.
man.
Right. We're going to leave today.
I went and told the staff 6 o'clock.
Today.
I'm gonna give you a severance package, but 6 o'clock. That's you on your own.
Right.
'Cause
I ain't
I'm outta here.
mad. I ain't
I'd have
mad.
left all the equipment in there. The chicken would have still been frying. I'd have been in the house. They'd be like, Tony, the oven's still on. Yep. Tater tots in the back, sweet tea, pie. I'm done with it though. I'm good.
Get it.
We gotta go to the moon with Elon Musk.
Yes, we
Speaking
are.
of Elon Musk, if you had any stock in Twitter, you just got cashed out.
Right.
You just got cashed out because Elon Musk just paid $44 billion.
For
No
Twitter.
way.
Yes,
Twitter,
to
which
buy
means if
Twitter.
you got stock in it.
Twitter.
You just got
Cashed out.
out.
Boy, we should have got some Twitter stock a long time ago.
Anything you use should have something in it. And right now, let me tell you a quick one.
What?
Anything that's replaceable, like because of COVID, so anything throwaway, gloves, latex, things that you put on your tongue. You know what I'm talking about. Anything like that, and your let me tell you something. Do you know when them 3 companies got into the game for the jab? Because you know they cut you off.
They wouldn't say the shot.
With the jab, they was in the red. They wasn't hitting on nothing.
Yeah.
They're black.
Oh, I believe it.
And then
For sure.
when they got in the game, and I've told Yolanda, do you know that this one company just went up 200%? Which means if you would have had $100 of stock and they jumped up 200%, you do the math and see what kind of check you would have got, because the CEO woke up the next morning, canceled his social media accounts,
Yeah.
killed them all, deleted
See
them,
there.
and cashed out.
See what man?
Yeah.
And deleted all his accounts. So you're not going to hit me up and ask me nothing because I don't have no more accounts. But I cashed out though.
Right.
I need some insider trading like that.
Yes.
You can't tell me that. Listen, it happens. It happens. Mm-hmm. But we aren't privy to that information.
No.
$4 billion though to buy Twitter, and that don't hurt you. And wait a minute, because my daddy say you can't tell nobody what to do with their money. And Tony, you don't know if that hurt him, but $44 billion, like that, y'all. That ain't. I didn't say 44,000. I didn't even say 44 million. I said
44
for one person,
billion.
not no collaborative, not a group. One person dropped 44 billion. That's why he trying to buy the planet.
Exactly.
That's why
He trying to buy a
That's why
planet.
he got that spaceship program. Elon Musk is
That
out
part.
here.
But the next thing is a planet. You're right. The next thing, because he's got a spaceship.
Got a song about him.
What?
I done heard Elon Musk. I'm trying to get like Elon Musk.
Oh,
a
no.
rap song about this.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe
Yes.
But Elon Musk ain't no joke.
Yeah, I'm sure he's no joke. I believe it. He got 44 billion to drop on
When
Twitter.
they get ready to do the next thing, and they have to get out of here. That's where
They
going.
going.
I know
That's
you-
all he's doing. That's
You
all
heard
it's
about
doing.
the- I know you heard about the space hotel they built.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I literally was having a conversation, though, with one of my clients who is in real estate. And what she said to me was, she said, I got a phone call. This is when COVID first started. I got a phone call that said, if this number comes to your cell phone, to my cell phone, I am to call that number, not ask any questions. I'm to call that number and do exactly what they say. Meaning, I'm to pack up and go where they tell me to go. I said, oh, okay, then.
Wow.
And here go the other one. Have you heard about this? You know the underground in Atlanta? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now cities are starting to
Build
research underground.
Oh, absolutely.
So now the same thing.
Well, it's the smart cities. That's what they're calling
same thing
smart
that you
city.
see on top.
You see underground.
They get ready to put underneath. Okay, then.
But you know, that was Jason, our guy, Jay Boogie. Shout out to Jason Swanson, the one who actually has got us
and,
into the metaverse.
NFTs, metaverse.
Yeah, we've
The
just
first-
entered
the first black
Comedy
multicultural
Lounge.
metaverse
Yeah.
in history. And I'm going to have the first comedy lounge
In the metaverse.
We just purchased property. We have purchased an incredible
High
high-rise.
rise, luxury high rise in the metaverse.
We would love for you
Yes.
to purchase a unit in
In a high-rise.
So you can come downstairs and be
Absolutely.
our VIP guests
I will.
in the metaverse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you.
Like, for
the,
real, for real.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
joking.
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you, because now we're on cryptocurrency. And yeah. I'm
And
gonna show you
NFTs.
our building. So you can see what we're doing. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'm going to have to invite you all to my Circle of Friends dinner.
We need
It's
to
incredible.
be there.
And that's
V.
something black folk
Yes.
are picking up on.
Yeah.
And you got
Right.
celebrities that's doing it.
That's doing
They
it.
went with the dominant society first.
Of
jumped on
course.
it, and now they see what Jason is doing. And they see the dominant society's images, effects, nothing
Right.
like what this kid is doing.
Yes.
Now they like, well, wait a minute.
Right.
How can we, and he's got a
He's
celebrity roster
that's out of
already
this
on
world.
board. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm the first
But they don't
comedian.
know, though, because they too busy on IG.
Right. Right.
That part.
Right,
So we're
but
part of
yeah.
history with that. And that's going to be
Huge.
And
Absolutely.
when it takes off, we're going to be, but you got to get you a unit in our building.
Yeah. And
Right in there.
we do. And definitely,
I'm excited.
we would love to
Give me some
be
more
a
information
part
about
of
it.
your circle of friends. We are, and we
Oh,
want to bring
absolutely.
you in too of our circle of friends. We're big on collaboration over competition.
That's the,
Oh,
that's the
absolutely.
model.
Yeah.
And you know
Absolutely.
it's people who don't play Scrabble, so they like the metaverse. Y'all bought a building.
Right.
Y'all got real estate.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You let me tell you something. The video game in real life, and it's worth money. That real estate in the metaverse is,
No joke.
and you got people who are buying up property the same way they buying up property in Charlotte and building. They're doing the same thing
In the
and
metaverse.
they're not telling you
Anything
nothing
about it.
So by the
And
time
they're
they
making
come-
money, millions
by
and
the time they
billions.
come around for you to get some.
Oh,
The price
Yes.
through the
yeah, yeah,
roof.
yeah.
You-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You won't even be. You won't even be.
Yeah,
able to
it'll be the cell phone 25 years ago,
get in. You won't even be able to get in.
right?
Yeah.
We always walk around with the bag.
Yeah, this is our time. Yes, I'm going. So we're going good. It's been incredible.
How much time we got? I don't
Yeah,
know.
so we still got a little bit more time. And before we close that, exactly, we want to make sure that people know how to get to Flow Hydration.
Oh, okay. So we are, again, we're located in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're at 10. You can visit our website at www.flo-well.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Flow Hydration and Wellness. We don't do Twitter. Ain't no need now, though.
Right.
We don't do Twitter.
Exactly.
Or you can follow me, V the MP, VEETHEN, like Nancy, P like Paul, on Instagram as well. So, yeah.
And what about any nurse practitioners that are looking to get certified and trained through you? How do they get
I have a
an
class
opportunity?
coming up. It's called an incubator.
Okay.
And it's $5,000. And I posted one on Friday and it sold out already.
Wow.
So they all sell out. They all sell out.
I love it.
Get that-
Come on, baby.
Get that look
Off your face.
Because she said, no, come talk. This ain't how she talk to me. But I know what they're doing. Get that look off your face. Because she said $5,000. Listen, man. Information is the new currency. Without it, you can accumulate informational wealth, which moves into financial and generational wealth. So,
And you also have to be willing to invest in yourself.
you have to.
That part.
Yes.
In yourself. Always
part.
bet on yourself.
And-
Don't nobody believe
But
in you more
they
than yourself.
but they can't if they're lazy.
Right. And you're walking
Like that's
proof.
the real not the money, the multi-million-dollar business that I've created, but it's the businesses that have been created after taking my class.
Exactly.
So
So,
I teach them everything I know. I'm not one of those people who give you a little bit and charge you another $1,000 and give you a little bit and charge. No, you're gonna get everything. I give you absolutely everything. So.
Yeah. So that investment is worth them being
Actually,
able
more
to
than
have
that.
their
The price is
own.
gonna go up. So
I know.
y'all better get it now. You better get it now.
Yesterday's price
Yesterday's
is
Get it now.
not today's price.
So seriously, I am about to sign a deal with a company that has been watching me for 4 years. And so they, of course, want to take it. And when they take it over, because I'm going to give it to them here, it's going to go from 5,000 to 40,000. So I'm just like, y'all better get it while we can get it.
You better get it
That's
while
the same
you can
thing,
get
ladies
it.
and gentlemen, that's going to happen with the metaverse.
Yeah.
While you can get in on the metaverse now and get you some real estate with your cryptocurrency, and me and Yolanda can show you how to do it. Why? Because we can sell you your real estate. Okay? But if you wait and you be like, oh man, that's just something. Okay. And when it jump, because it's been jumping, you just don't know about it. Oh, it's been jumping. Snoop jumped in, Diddy jumped in, everybody jumped in. But now they seeing what my man Jason doing, and they're like, wait a minute. Hold up. When that thing get, and then you be like, well, yeah, Tone, we interested in getting a unit in your high rise.
Well, for one, they're all sold out, so you can't get in.
And I don't think and I don't know when me and Yolanda build another. And if we do, woo.
That's amazing.
It's so cold. Let me tell you how cold it is in the metaverse. Jason is building me a mosque.
Right.
After
Not a mosque.
Yes, a mosque.
The masjid in Mecca.
Mecca. It will be the first and only.
You understand?
I gotta
So
call
when
my
brothers-
friend about
so
y'all.
when my brothers, so when my,
Gotta
so
be
when my
like, wait a
brothers want to
minute.
go
Yeah.
get some real estate, and they say, Tone, we want to do it, but where can we go? I say you can go to the mosque. And they say, what? Yeah, it's right there.
I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited. I literally had a conversation with myself the other day about different investments. So yeah.
This is something we definitely want to turn,
that went
we
over
will
somebody's
turn you
head.
on. Yeah,
they
it
say,
did.
what? Now, they didn't say, well, now I'm tuning out.
Right.
But now she's talking about she's talking to, they don't get that.
Right.
But if you heard us earlier, you'd have got that. But
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
you sure? Let me just say this. How can you fix a problem with the same mindset that created it?
You can't.
Just hold on to that one. How can you fix a
I
problem
can't even drink my drink.
with the same mindset that created it? So how do you go outside of yourself?
Yeah.
Go to a higher realm. How?
Or even when people don't even understand the idea or the theory of quantum leaping.
Yes.
They don't so they call it manifestation. Okay, cool, that's great. Where I can then see the future version of what it is I'm trying to manifest now into my present day reality in the vortex. So they are it's because it's trendy to say I manifested.
Right.
You know, it's cool on Instagram.
Right.
Manifest.
And I'm like, yo, what work are you doing?
Right. Right.
Like what work?
Right.
You know,
They don't
are you
even
putting?
understand the difference with time and space?
They don't. They
Which
don't.
is-
And
which is-
so
I could tell you, you fall asleep, take a nap, and you wake up and you say, "Oh, I'm late." And I say, "Why are you late?" You say, "I done slept 2 hours." You slept 20 minutes. What?
It felt like
I know a kid who did plant medicine, and he was asleep for 20 minutes, but he woke up and said, "I got to call my friends and apologize to each one of them for being gone 2 years out of their life. He said, boy, that was 20 minutes. He was like,
No.
yeah.
They don't get it. The reality or the manifestation of the knowledge that you have on the awake is tremendous.
It's tremendous. And if we even just took a moment to understand how we are wonderfully created as humans and our bodies and how this works,
Yeah.
then that should give you some type of incentive to know that we can take things to a higher level that we're not even tapping into.
And we all connected.
And we're all
That's
connected.
the part nobody don't get. If this right here is a nice costume.
Right. A
For
shell.
this dimension, for this
Shell.
realm.
Right.
But if we shone a bright enough light in here, all you would see in this podcast
It's
is molecules
energy.
and neurons jumping around. And you'd never watch the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do this so you could see something and not scare the hell out of you.
Well, the young lady who mentioned changing her diet and asked about the alkaline diet, I immediately thought, okay, so the physical experience of what you're having is not matching what's going on in your head, and she can't figure out why. So that's why I'm like, go with it. Like, you got to figure it out. You have to get the information to help you bring the you
Alignment.
out. Most people you can't talk to like that because they don't get it.
Yeah. And they're not willing to do the work.
Oh, no, they think you're crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's why I told you why I'm single. Because I'm telling you, you have conversations and people drop little things. You go, oh, I see you.
Yes.
Right?
And they think you're, and I'm like, no.
I really see you.
Right. It's people who can jump in other time zones, people. It's people who can jump in other dimensions, people. And you be like, oh, Tom, go ahead on with that. Okay. 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 And come back and tell you, but never mind. That's not
Right.
what we
That's
on.
another show.
What we are on right
We
now.
talk about increase of libido.
Right.
That's where the people at.
And making your skin pop. Making your skin pop.
I'm
Yeah.
getting these lines out my mouth so I can stop looking,
Come on now.
I can stop looking like Pinocchio.
Tell them, baby. Tell
All
them.
right? I'm get my Denzel on.
You gonna get
Get
that,
my
boo.
facial so I can have that glow after Ramadan.
Gotta
And I'm
have
gonna get
that
libido
glow.
pop to go with that strong man. And
Yes.
she is gonna be a statistic.
Oh,
That's what she gonna be. She's
See.
gonna be a
Call me,
statistic.
sis.
I'm gonna call you.
Call
B.
me.
I'm say it's your
Like,
fault.
yo.
I'm gonna give a whistle that night and just
Blow the
I'ma
whistle.
blow it. When you can't take no. I'm sorry. I walk around the room like this.
Oh, geez.
With your
Like
Superman.
Bron. I'm gonna do like LeBron in there.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Look at it. Look.
That's what I would do. Listen,
Put it
Look,
to the
look,
right
where the mic-
camera.
look, where
It's
the camera
to the
at?
left
Right,
of
there
you.
you-
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the camera over by your phone, boo. Yeah, just move.
niche.
Yes, right
Boom!
there.
Look at it.
Yes.
Look at it.
Come on now.
Time traveling. Right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Okay. Just don't look at the nails. I get them done in the morning. Shout out to Sheena. Alpha Male Nail Care.
Right.
Just niche. Thursday, April 28th. That's just Thursday. Stats. She is one of the funniest comedians. It's something about them Chicago female comedians.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss. Just
I had to come check
Tell
it out.
somebody
Yes.
that she's
Check it
coming.
out.
Get your tickets. Go to YSPros.
ENT.com.
YSPros with an S. ENT.com for advanced and VIP. I think the VIP are on its last leg. So you might want to go and check that. You can upgrade at the door if there's some available. Yes, you can pay at the door if that's what you want to do too. But just make sure you come out. The support is real. The love is real. The love and support are action words. Collaboration over competition.
Yes.
Y'all come through.
Yes.
Have this laugh because she just told you in a roundabout way that we all need a good laugh.
Yes, yes,
Laughter
yes.
still
Oh,
the best
absolutely.
medicine. So
Absolutely.
we have been taught to accept being trained
Yeah.
and not use our abilities to discover. We have to work on each other's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's it. That's it. We appreciate you all for watching Grown Men Conversations tonight. Make sure you go and follow my sister, the MP, baby, on Instagram. Make sure you go and make your appointment at Flow Hydration.
Yes.
Get those services. Support Black business. She is offering something for us. It's for everyone. But that opportunity is also for us to take advantage of. And again, your health is your wealth.
It is.
And don't think that things are out of your price. You have to go in and just be willing to see. Okay? And have,
you can get whatever you want.
right.
You can afford it.
You sure can.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
If you can get some red bottoms,
Come on now.
Come
And a
on.
Gucci
Come
bag.
on now.
And a Gucci bag.
do that, then
You can go get your hydration drip.
And the thing about that
with some Botox.
About training, the thing about that is it's how you look at money. Mm-hmm. Money is nothing but energy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, come on
And
now.
that's how you look at it.
Come
if
on
you
now.
look at it as paper or that credit card or a stack, well, that's how you see it. It has no value.
Right.
If you understand it's energy and it's a source to add value, because that's how you have to move on this realm, then you understand.
Right.
I'm investing in myself.
Yep.
So I'm investing in everybody else. Why not invest in myself?
Right.
You don't say that when you go to a restaurant and they bring you the bill. You don't be like, God, if I'd have known this, boy, we wouldn't even came here. All you do is pull that card out, pay that bill, and you add a tip. But you are investing in who?
Yourself.
No, the restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant, yeah.
Because you didn't cook it.
Yeah.
They cooked it, and you enjoyed yourself. You invest in yourself.
That's what I was
People don't
meaning.
You don't
understand,
worry
though.
about putting a monetary value on yourself.
Right.
If you do that, what are you saying
About yourself.
How you feel
About yourself.
I'm only worth $100.
Right.
So if it's more than $100, I can't do it.
Baby,
Man,
I'm priceless over here.
If Elon Musk
44 billion.
Come on.
dropped $44 billion on Twitter,
And he's
I
a
can
man.
drop whatever is going on over at Miss V's spot,
Right.
so that I could walk up out of there
Feeling good about myself.
All right. And she told you she's not just a black business, but she's a
Great business.
first. And
Yeah, you need to go ahead and put that on the t-shirt. Put that up in the spot.
that's what we're not going to do.
But it is.
We're not going to act
Money-
like I ain't come up with it.
It's crazy. Money is that. It is energy.
It
My
is.
own natural energy yield. That's what money stands for. My own natural energy yield.
I like that. I like that. And game is to be sold and not told. So you better
People
get
don't
this.
Understand that they have to. Money has a task.
Yeah.
So the job of my money is to go get me more money.
Yes. Yes.
And let me tell you in the words of Mr. Dave Ramsey from Total Money Makeover, money is only good for three things, ladies and gentlemen. To spend, to enjoy,
And to give back.
and to save and give back. Service. The more money you make, the more you're supposed to give back.
Because it
That's
comes
right here.
back.
The more you're supposed
comes
to give
back
And
to
I'm
you.
sorry, I missed a step wrong. It's good for three things: to enjoy, to invest,
Right. And to give back.
and that third one. Now we can get them first two. But that third one, go ahead and get $1 million. See how much you talking about giving somebody.
Right.
What you gonna give to somebody? What you
But
gonna,
people want to be millionaires. I'm like, you
But-
realize if you spend $1, you're no longer a millionaire.
Right. Right.
And it ain't a lot of money. I'm telling you,
Right.
it's really not.
Right.
It's like you bust that 20, it's gone. You bust that 100, it's gone.
Gone.
Same. But it's because they have been.
That mentality.
What you gonna do
That
with it?
small-minded
part.
mentality.
What are you gonna do
What we
with
gonna
it?
do with it?
Right.
He's gonna have $1 million because we'll take $1 million, sit it in the bank. Tell him I got $1 million.
Right. What you
That
just sitting in the
what you
bank
got
for
it
nothing. Right.
That ain't what you got it for.
Right.
The more you give, that's the law of reciprocity.
Mm.
The more you
Come
give,
on now.
the more the universe will give
It
back.
Come
more
on
gives
now.
I
back.
don't think I ain't see that unk on your finger.
Yeah. Right. But all this
You can't
does is
do
set
all
it
that
up for us
tonight.
to have V back
She
on
got to come
podcast.
back.
She's
You know
got
why
to
she
come back.
Because I apologize. I'm getting excited. She got to come back because you gave your account on when you went.
Yeah.
Boy, they got it.
To hear your account. Yeah. When,
Nice.
right.
We're going to come with it. We're going to come with
They
it.
got to hear.
Yeah.
A lot of blew the whistle. Back to show say, blow the whistle.
I know, right?
Blow the whistle. And wake up London. Then you come to the door and talk about, what is it, mama? It's
What
a
in the
fire
world?
drill.
Right.
Go back to bed.
Your son's name is London?
Yes.
That was going to be my daughter's name.
Well,
She
we thought
she
she was.
No,
he was-
you.
Oh.
I had you convinced too.
No, we.
You thought it was going to be a girl for a time too.
I wanted to name her
London,
London.
yes. His name is London Nasir.
What?
Nasir.
You know who I named him after?
Nas.
Oh. No.
But it also
For real?
means God's son. Nasir
Yeah, it
also
does
means
mean
God's
that.
son.
Okay.
So.
I did
Okay.
know.
And London means fierce ruler of the world. So it's greatness.
And
That's
Nas,
exactly greatness.
Keep
I'm sick of
knocking
this
over
phone.
my phone.
Nas and Wu-Tang is coming.
Yes,
New York
they
State of
are.
Mind tour. I ain't getting no money out of that endorsement. But boy, if me and Yolanda won't be up in there in
Yeah.
my
When
Wu-Tang
is that?
t-shirt.
It's in September.
Spectrum
Tickets
Center.
just went on sale.
Got my Wu-Tang t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, I ordered it. It's here.
I got my chocolate deluxe T-shirt.
That chocolate
Yeah.
From the ice cream video.
Yes.
She's ready to get all up in your
Hey.
guts. Okay.
Yes.
We gonna get her
Chocolate
that.
deluxe.
I think Yolanda on a sneak tip trying to see method.
I am. I
Listen,
am.
I
I
don't-
I'm
am.
trying to see him too.
MEHTOD,
She told me.
man. That's what I want to
His
see.
wife jump from backstage and come right to you.
But listen,
okay, I'ma
he
be with
a
you,
brother,
so she ain't gonna
though.
be
He
intimidated.
is a solid brother. I
He
love
is.
it.
Clifford.
I do too.
Yes. He's solid.
Yeah.
He ain't always looked like this.
He
but-
didn't. He is
He
really
grew
maturated
into
in his
his money.
Yes.
He grew into
He
his
grew
money.
into it, honey.
Ooh.
Baby, that's okay, because we, look,
That's what I'm gonna do.
we growing into ours too, baby.
They can talk about me the same way they talk about Method Man. And you seen Tone lately? His skin glowing, his face is
Yeah.
he got no lines. He don't look like a puppet. So look,
Dr. V gonna make sure we get it.
got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, this
Got
we
2 weeks.
okay. We
I'm
if
getting in there.
he
What
in
is
there
we?
because I'm getting in there too, baby. Well, you can make you can go, but I'm gonna make mine too. I'm the one who turned you on to this, so I'm going
Laugh
to.
It Up
it.
Thursdays,
I love
ladies
it.
and
I love
gentlemen.
it. I love it.
Laugh It Up Thursdays at Stats,
Yes.
Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Everybody, come through. Be
Yeah.
in the building. Tell a friend to tell a friend if you can't make it. All right? But if you can make it, come get this laugh.
Come get
You
your
do
laugh
not want
on.
This just niche. Trust me. 107,000 followers. Strong. Okay?
And she's hilarious, y'all.
I'm gonna have
She's
to come
like,
see her. I'm gonna have to come see
So
her.
I believe that's it right there.
yeah, I think it is.
enjoyed
We enjoyed
I
you too,
enjoyed
sis. And
I
we are
enjoyed.
looking forward to.
You will be back.
Yeah, you
yeah,
will. Oh, we
absolutely.
look. We gonna introduce circles.
It's
We
a
got
grown
to,
man in the building.
yes.
I don't think you're ready.
circles together.
Come
So
on.
this is not the last
Riding on some grown man years. We step into some grown man years. Conversation on some grown man years. Put your hands up on some grown man years. We puffing on some grown man years. We sipping on some grown man years. Come on. We vibing on some grown man years. We loving on some grown man years. I know, you know, that you're down with me. You know, I know that you're feeling me. Come on.